welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I want to be sharing with you guys the things that I take with me to clinical / what is in my clinical bag. I have been wanting to do this video for a long time because shopping for like my clinical supplies is probably the most fun part of getting ready for nursing school. So I'm excited to share with you guys what my school said was required and the things that I have just discovered along the way that have been must-haves for me since I have been in clinicals. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys is what I'm sure most of you guys clicked on this video for, and that is my stethoscope. I have the MDF-1 stethoscope. I got this one because one, it's cute. I have it in black and rose gold, and it really just matches everything. I just love it so much. I also got it engraved with my name on it. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I got that just so that no one can steal it. But I got an MDF because I just didn't see the point in getting a Littman right away. I barely know how to use a stethoscope, so I just didn't think it was necessary for me to go all out on my first stethoscope. Like, I do not regret it at all. Like, I have had no problems with my stethoscope. I am able to hear everything that I'm supposed to hear. I've actually used a couple Littmans since I've been in nursing school, and I honestly don't see that much of a difference in the stethoscope. So if you're looking for like your first stethoscope or just something to get through school, then definitely go ahead and get the MDF one. But before you guys go out and buy a stethoscope, double check and see if your school supplies you with one, because my school ended up supplying us with one, and by supplying us with one, I mean making us pay for it regardless if we wanted to or not. So I actually have two stethoscopes, and the one that they gave to us is the MDF one. So clearly it has to be a pretty good stethoscope if the school gives it out as well. So that's that on that. Another thing that I take with me to clinical every day is my watch. So my school does not let us take smartwatches to clinical at all. So we had to get an old school watch with the sweeping hand, and I really liked this one because it has the military time in red along the side of it, and I have never used military time before until I got into nursing school. So it's really nice to have it on my wrist, so when I have to like chart the time or like tell someone the time, I don't have to like count in my head and look like I don't know what I'm talking about. It's just right here. So this one came from Amazon. A lot of this stuff came from Amazon. I'm going to link everything down below for you guys. So if you see something in this video that you like, check the description box. I already have it linked. I wanted this to be like a one-stop shop for you guys. So the next thing I'm going to show you guys is my pocket organizer, guys. Look how dorky this is. Like, I feel like such a nerd when I show this to people, but I love this thing. So this is what I keep in the front of my scrubs. Purple, obviously, because that's my favorite color. And it just has all these different little pockets and even like this little pouch. And you just stick it in your pocket. That way you don't have to have all your tools just kind of like rumbling around in your pocket, and then you're sticking your hand searching for like loose chain, and you don't look professional. So if you have a pocket organizer, it's all right there for you. So I got this from Amazon too. I will link this one down below. They have tons of colors. I also got a pin light, and I love this one because one, it's purple and it's chic looking, but it also has the pupil sizes on the side, which my school recommended we get. So definitely get that. Pin lights are actually so cheap. I just learned that. I thought pin lights were going to be so expensive, but y'all, they are not worth nothing. I also have my Sharpie and highlighter. Definitely need these two things in there. And then I have my bandage scissors, or my shears as some people like to call them, and my hemostat. Y'all, I have never used this in my life. Like, I barely know what this is for. I have been in clinical for at least like 6 months now, and I don't think I've pulled this out one time. But it's basically just like a hemostat, like it's a little gripper thing. It's used to clamp things, I'm pretty sure, but I've never had to clamp anything with it. Like, anything I'm clamping probably already has a clamp on it. So I've never used this before, but it's one of the things that the school said was required to get. And then the bandage scissors, I use these like crazy. I use these to cut paper, cut bandages. I used to be surprised about how many things you cut when you're in the hospital, but I definitely recommend getting these. But they all come in different sizes, shapes, colors. Some people have the really big bandage scissors. I just thought that these were cuter. So I will link these down below for you guys as well. Love that. Okay. I'm trying to think what else I have to take. So the next thing I take with me is a notebook. It's a pocket-sized notebook. You guys are gonna have to ignore how raggedy mine is, y'all. I have been working hard in clinical apparently, but I keep this notebook in my front pocket of my scrubs because you never know when you have to write something down. So I have written vital signs, patients' room numbers, codes to doors, notes, like anytime I have to look up a word later, any notes or something that I learned while I'm in the clinic, while I'm in the hospital. I just have it all here for me in one spot. Also, I got this size because it's just big enough for me to write on, yet small enough for me to put in my pocket. I know a lot of people wanted to get those like little bitty composition books, but I think those are too small for me. Like, I have the handwriting of like a 2-year-old, so I can't fit anything on those, but this one's the perfect size for me. I got this from Dollar Tree, so y'all can just go ahead and check out Dollar Tree and see what they have. They always have little stuff like that. So now, okay, so I think that is everything that I keep with me like on my body. So now we can actually get into my bag. You know, my voice just cracked like a 12-year-old going through puberty or something. Like, what? This is the bag that I bring with me to clinical. Let me get my thumbnail. So I got this from, surprise, surprise, Amazon. I have a specific bag for clinical because I'm just like a little weird about it. I don't like to bring my actual backpack to clinical. Something about that just grosses me out. I'd rather have them separated. Also, this one's a little bit smaller than my actual backpack, and when we go to the hospital, we usually don't have like a bunch of room to put our stuff, so I just like to not take up as much space. So obviously I'm gonna have my water bottle with me. This one has been custom made for me. And then I will have my umbrella because I live in the South, so like, you don't want to ever be caught without an umbrella down here. So in the front pouch, I have my N95 and some gloves. I just started keeping these things with me in clinical because, you know, since COVID started, there's been a lot of like shortages of PPE, and I just never want to be stuck without or be taking away from someone who actually needs it. So I always just keep an extra mask and gloves in my backpack, just because you never know. But I'll keep this in my backpack. This is like my little first aid kit. This thing comes with me everywhere. It's either in my purse, my backpack, my clinical bag, literally everywhere. And I just keep my personal stuff in here, like, you know, contact solution, Tylenol. Definitely want to keep some hand sanitizer on, you guys. I cannot tell you how many times I have gone to use a sanitizer dispenser in the hospital and it's been empty, which is disgusting. So you never want to get caught without it. So just go ahead and keep your own. This is usually in my pocket. I don't know why it's in here, but chapstick, perfume, stuff like that. So anything that you want to keep, like, you know, personal items, definitely recommend keeping them in a small bag in your clinical bag so you have it with you, because you do long shifts, y'all don't want to be stuck without anything. If I can figure out how to open this, I can show you guys what I keep in here. I really don't keep much in my actual backpack because everything that I use is usually like in my pockets, which you guys saw. But I do pack my lunch, and I put it in a smaller lunch kit, and I just stick my lunch kit in here as well. And then I have my drug book. I have never once pulled this drug book out of my clinical bag at the hospital because I don't need it. If I'm looking up a drug, I'm gonna just use the computers at the nurse's station, but our professors always ask us to keep a textbook with us, and this is the smallest textbook we have, so I volunteered to bring that one. And then the last thing I'm gonna show you guys is my clipboard. So I love this clipboard. I think it is beautiful, and if you open it up, it has like a little notebook inside, and it has this little pocket to hold papers in, so I can jot down notes. I can bring paperwork with me if I'm charting, if I'm paper charting or like writing a report on someone. I can just have it clipped to the front. So I love this thing. I think it's perfect size. I know a lot of people like to get the little small clipboards that fit in your pockets, but one, I already have so many things in my pockets, I just can't fit anything else in there. And two, this one was cuter. So this is like probably the only thing I did not get from Amazon. This I got from Office Depot, I want to say. So my camera just told me that my camera was overheating, and I don't know what I was talking about before that happened. And so I think that's it though. But that is all I have for you guys in this video. If you enjoyed it, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.